everybody, here we are on the whitest sand beach in Australia. I made the mistake earlier of just saying the whitest beach in Australia, and Eric thought I was talking about white supremacists.
Well, it is a pretty white beach all the way around.
So we thought this would be a good place to answer some of the questions that our new YouTube fans and subscribers have been asking of us. So I've been documenting all of your questions down, and let's get into it. How did you get started in what we're doing?
I was an adventure racer, and I was out trying to figure out how to sell what I do to sponsors. I picked up the camera and made it up as I went along and started getting some gigs here and there and telling the story, getting some sponsorship.
I have never adventure raced before in my life, but I certainly love adventure. The film side, I was interested in just making films, so I went to film school. I studied film in Paris. I was hoping to kind of go down a traditional film route. That does not exist, and I kind of ended up falling in. First job was filming on a TV show which Eric was in, and then I've just been riding the wave ever since. Do you think you would have done this when you were a child, like KTL?
No, I was going to be a scientist when I was a kid. I had a little microscope and chemistry set, and so I set out in life to become a scientist, and I actually ended up being a stem cell biologist doing molecular genetics, and then I ended up here.
I actually did. I think if you ask my parents, I was making plays in the lounge room. I was making my sisters be a part of my shows. Some part of me wanted to tell some sort of story. Does Viv have a girlfriend? Is she single? And I'm going to tie this up with the question from Randy Larson, are you two a couple? I do not have a girlfriend, and I will never have one. I am not gay, but I am single. Although deeply married.
That sounded like an advertisement. But I am single. I have a beautiful wife and
she's actually sitting just off camera.
2 daughters. Yeah, she's over there. I'm waving at her.
Quick, pan the camera.
We hope that this is a demonstration to everyone out there that the men and women can be very close, be good friends, work together, have a great time, and don't have to be a couple.
Have your drivers ever left you stranded in the middle of nowhere because you either can't get along or you didn't understand each other?
I wanted to leave a few of the drivers out in the middle of nowhere. One of our biggest problems is the drivers want to assume that we are not sure about what we're doing or where we're going, and they've never been where we are, so they're afraid for us to go in there, and they often will, no, you can't go there, I can't take you that place. Those are where most of the arguments come from.
Will everybody break for the holidays? I think this is the answer. We're very close to it.
Breaking for the holidays.
Is it expensive to travel to the rural areas?
I guess from our perspective, going out into the remote areas as opposed to going into like the central business district and hotels, it's pretty reasonable, I feel.
I think the biggest thing is it can get expensive if you're not familiar with what you're doing. One of the things we pride ourselves on in our work is we have these networks and these connections to get ourselves into rural areas efficiently and quite cheaply. What is your favorite place you have been to, and what places do you still want to go?
I like the jungle. I like the tropics. And I don't mean the tropics like on the beach here, but deep in the jungle, the plants, the animals, the native people. I could spend a lot of time with my machete smashing a path through Africa.
I liked Africa, both South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, and I would like to go to Iceland.
I'd like to go to the Congo. I've always wanted to walk through the Congo.
What do you guys pack for what you may consider a relatively long trip?
I think we pack one duffel bag. That includes
get down to one duffel
everything.
bag.
One pair of bush clothes, one pair of nice clothes, and you just wear the same thing over and over again.
Merino wool.
Yeah, merino wool.
Merino wool.
Bring a lot of that.
How did you guys all get together?
Apparently we met in the airport at one point, but I don't remember that.
We met in Christchurch Airport.
But we really met and connected out in the New Zealand bush. I was out on a mission, and Viv had to come find me. I don't know why, for some reason, bring me back usually.
I really enjoy the behind the scenes footage. Where do I find the actual aired production? Good question, Jim.
Yeah, that's a good one.
To be honest, this is partly why we started the crew, because over our years we've been either hired on as individual contractors, or we've done our own projects, or we have different clients, and unfortunately each project has a different distribution. And the other main thing is that this is the case for all productions, is that post-production takes a lot longer than the actual production. So we would go out and film something and you're watching our behind the scenes. It's still being edited and processed and then distributed. So we started the crew as a way to get some of that content out there. But the short answer to your question, Jim, is head over to our website, link below.
That's the best place.
And I have a page there called Our Projects, and up there you can find the ones that I have released and we do have access to. And then in the meantime, stay tuned to the social media, because if something comes up, that's where we'll put it. Aaron Cheetah, who is a friend of mine from Sydney, has a question. How does Eric's wife feel about him being away all the time?
I'll try and tell you what she tells me. She doesn't like it when I'm away all the time. I mean, I think that would be obvious for anybody who loves someone and they're gone all the time. It's not easy. It's difficult on both of us. But she's a pretty amazing, understanding woman, and I've been gone a lot over the years, and I think that we're still together and in love and carrying on is a testament to the 27 years that we have been together.
Where are you going to visit in Australia?
The whitest beach in the world, Jervis Bay.
Have you guys seen any really cool animals while on your adventures?
Yeah.
I've hung off the horn of a yak in Nepal.
I've been able to stand on the same ground filming the white lion in Africa. I think I've filmed all the big 5 animals: elephants, giraffes,
Rhino.
wildebeest, rhino. Had a rhino go pee in the spot where we were parked.
Okay, so Plague U3 Marine 7 would like to know more about the gear that we use. Clothing, camping, cameras, drones. What is good? What sucks? Keep it real.
Probably should do an overall video about that at some point. So thanks. We're not quite answering your question, but
I'll give you 2 things. I would say merino wool and out there backpacks.
I would say wet wipes. And I don't know what else. I think that's it. Wet wipes. Wet wipes are awesome.
We'll do a more comprehensive answer to that one. Have you guys got any tips for someone like me who wants to start traveling?
I would say if you want to travel, just go travel as a tourist. Then just get a summer job, save up some money, go out there and do that. But if you want to do some traveling similar to what we do, then create value in yourself for what you're doing. Figure out why would someone want to pay you to do that, what's important to them, and fill that spot.
It can be video, photographs, writing stories.
And don't forget, everything is either ready to be done or done again. Never sit there and go, oh, somebody's already doing that. Just do it different, do it better. You'll find your space.
Travel is remarkably accessible. As I said, a summer job got me to Canada, and I went skiing as a kid when I was about 16. Do you find it easy to acclimate to different locations, or is there a sort of cultural or regional jet lag?
I assimilate pretty well to the natives. I even changed the way I talk without even thinking.
I love it when something's different. I don't want to travel halfway around the world and find that they've got the same yogurt.
Well, that's one of the things that actually annoys us, is we will travel to really remote areas, and then our hosts or whoever we're interacting with will really go out of their way to get some Western food or some Western whatever in front of us.
It's nice because they're trying to accommodate us, but
they think that's what we want, but we're like, nah, we want to sleep on the dirt with you and eat the food you're eating, and so we get a little dysentery once in a while. It's all right.
I do love coming online and seeing all your comments and questions, so please keep doing that. We really appreciate you watching, and thank you.
Thank you very much from the crew. We'll talk to you in about a week.
I am going for a swim.